International Journal of Engineering Trends and Technology, Volume 71, Issue 4, 264-273, April 2020. ISSN 2231-538-1-445/2231-538-1/IJETT V71I4P223. C 2023 7th Sense Research Group. Original article. Implementation of High Availability Message ISO 8583 using F5 Active-Passive Failover Method. Bahrul Ilham, 1. Yanto Setiawan, 2. 1. Computer Science Department, BINUS Online Learning, Bina Nusantara University, Jakarta, Indonesia. 2. Corresponding author, Yanto.Setiawan at binus.ac.id. Received 02 February 2023. Revised 04 April 2023. Accepted 12 April 2023. Published 25 April 2020. Abstract. In this research, the system was designed to solve problems related to high availability on FDS fraud detection system servers that cannot be load balanced using the round-robin method, resulting in changes to ISO 8583 messages. As a result, a method that can be used as high availability to maintain the availability of the FDS server without changing the message received. High availability will be achieved through the active-passive failover method, which will transfer data flows in the event of an operational failure on the FDS server. The transfer is based on CPU load parameter and ISO 8583 messages, which are checked at each stage. The waterfall method was used in this research. The waterfall is a straightforward classic model with a linear system flow, with the output of each stage serving as the input for the next. The primary goals of this research are to ensure that data in ISO 858 format can be streamed without changing messages, measure the effectiveness of the active-passive failover method in performing high availability using ISO 8583 messages, parameters, and CPU load, and to increase the level of availability and reliability of the FDS server. This research's error weight decreased by 0.83%, and the SLA, Service Level Agreement, increased from 99.13% to 99.96%. Keywords: high availability, active, passive failover, message ISO 8583. Introduction. To compete in an increasingly competitive environment, banks must continuously improve IT-based services to realize the bank's vision and mission of providing the best, excellent service and working optimally and well. Excellent service through a widespread network supported by quality IT systems with maximum levels of reliability and availability helps to support customer satisfaction. To address these challenges, banks require an FDS fraud detection system that can detect fraud in a transaction 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 1. To achieve high availability, HA, on a bank's critical FDS system, a mechanism is required to switch over when the FDS server fails to process transactions. The ISO 8583 message, the ISO message standard for financial transactions, is used for data processing on the FDS system. To complete the request and response cycle of transactions originating from cards, originating from ATMs, POS, or the web, financial organizations communicate with one another using ISO 8583 and its derivatives. When sending ISO 8583 messages to the load balancing FDS server, there is an issue with the message change. The issue arises when load balancing is performed using the F5 Load Balancer's iRule feature, which performs load balancing per message, resulting in message changes. Changes to this message prevents the intended FDS server from translating the ISO 8583 message. Adding characters and combined messages during the load balancing process is the primary cause of this message change. When using ISO 858 messages, load balancing is less effective. The high availability, active-passive failover approach handles changes to this message. This method will use two nodes that are both actively running the same type of service simultaneously. Not all nodes will be active, as the term active-passive implies. In the case two nodes, if the first is already active, the second must be passive or idle. When a node fails, the passive failover serves as a backup that is ready to take over as soon as the active main server is disconnected or unable to serve. 7. This high availability will later use two parameters to perform the switchover, 8, which are based on the IS message and based on the value of the CPU load from the FDS server. Based on previous research, in 2018 there was a research journal by 9. This research develops the architecture of high availability on VoIP telephone system. This research develops the architecture of high availability on VoIP telephone systems. This study uses open source software, Asterisk, and the SIP protocol, Session Initiation Protocol. However, the software does not support the SIP protocol, so it lacks scalability and fault tolerance. This method is divided into several stages, namely, the selection of open source software used, the topology design used, conducting test scenarios, and analyzing test results. The outcome of this research is using different tools that enable. The issues at hand are the technical challenges of mode business, which necessitates the use of advanced security techniques, and the dependability of applications and services. This research focuses on implementing high availability using open-source software to save money, because it takes advantage of the operating system features used, Debian Linux. In HA, the fencing method could work well because the complexity of the high availability test cases was limited. The most recent research looks at the fault tolerance mechanism in the FOSS platform function as a service. In 15, active standby failover is the mechanism used. Fishio, an open-source platform, is used as the FOSS platform. One of the primary concerns for FOSS providers is ensuring high functional availability. Indeed, commercial FOSS platforms are marketed as having high availability and built-in fault tolerance. All current FOSS platforms support a basic form of fault tolerance via function execution retries. The experimental mechanism involved comparing HA FOSS, Fission AS, active standby, and Fission Vanilla, original version. According to the experimental results, A outperforms Vanilla in terms of response time and availability, while incurring minimal overhead in resource consumption. 2. Methodology. The waterfall method was used in this research. The waterfall is a straightforward classic model with a linear system flow, with the output of each stage serving as the input for the next. At this stage, an analysis of the requirements of the existing system is carried out, which is known that the high availability used is the F5 load balancer, which uses a round robin. The problem was finding a change in the ISO 858 message sent by the F5 load balancer to the FDS server, which caused the FDS server to crash. So the availability of the FDS server needs to be maintained. Then, by using the active-passive failover method, a needs analysis is carried out based on the available system. This method provides high availability without requiring per-message load balancing. Bahrul Ilham dan Yanto Setiawan, IJEET 714-264-273-2023. This stage was used to discuss a work plan, specifically recording what tools and materials were required, both hardware and software, and arranging a schedule of activities related to building this system. Furthermore, network topology design and the method used in active-passive failover were performed. Implement high availability with the active-passive failover method on the FDS server based on the simulation phase. Environment production powers the implementation process. Implementation was only done at night or outside working hours to avoid errors during operating hours. At this point, the researcher tested the system to reduce the error rate in the implementation. Server environment development was used for the trials. Simulations and trials should be carried out as close to the actual implementation as possible. After the system has been implemented, maintenance is carried out so the system can run properly without any errors that disrupt operations. Maintenance is done by checking the process of the running system. Maintenance is carried out regularly every week to measure the effectiveness of the system's performance. The following steps taken in designing a high-availability system can be seen in Figure 1. Fig 1, Conceptual Framework Flowchart. 3. Result and discussion. A. Server integrated with the FDS server and load balancer devices was used during the testing, failover, and stress test stages. On server testing, 2 FDS servers and on server load balancer with 2 virtual servers were used. Furthermore, Apache JMeter was used to send messages that served as data for testing. SLA is one of the critical parameters in determining the feasibility of measuring an iService. It was hoped that this experiment would produce an SLA Service Level Agreement 18 in accordance with predetermined standards. Additionally, it has been discovered that the number of non-standard ISA messages has decreased. The stress test is one type of performance test. This performance test is a test that aims to verify the condition and performance of the system. Stress test a 2-parameter scenario, such as the amount of data to be sent and the time interval for sending data, would be used in this stress test experiment. Several more parameters were obtained using these 2 parameters, which were used as thresholds to determine the failover value. The results of the stress test on the FDS server are shown below. To carry out the stress test, 3 intervals were used as samples. This interval had an impact on the processing interval as well as the number of incoming transactions. The number of daily transactions processed determined the amount of data received. Based on these 3 results, it was clear that the error rate began to occur at 500 TPS of data with a 7 to 8% increase in CPU load. Because the average daily TPS data was 100 to 200 TPS, 500 TPS was a relatively high TPS value. An average daily TPS of 100 to 200 TPS was likely to have a low error rate. The CPU load increased by 7 to 8% when data errors occurred. According to the number of incoming TPS, the pattern of increase in the 3 stress tests followed the same pattern. Because of a queue for fast processing, the 1-minute interval had a high error rate increase. Because the time interval for incoming data was set to 1 minute, many queues went unprocessed or timed out. The 2- and 3-minute intervals took longer to process data, resulting in a shorter timeout in the data queue than the 1-minute interval. As a result, the 2 interval parameters and the amount of data significantly impacted the FDS server's performance. Figures 2 and 3 show that the trend data for the error rate tends to increase as the TPS increases. Meanwhile, CPU load is fairly consistent, with the highest value reaching 19%. The obtained CPU stress test value can be used as a parameter in creating a threshold for performing a health check. Bahrul Ilham and Yanto Setiawan, IJET 71 4 264 hingga 273 2023. Fig 2, Graph of Error Rate on Stress Test. Fig 3, Graph of CPU Load Stress Test. The result of the health check sent by the script to F5 is shown in Figure 4. The image depicts the flow of health hack and traffic. The green status indicates that health hack is functioning properly, and the number of data streams flowing is displayed.
This health check would collect real-time ISO messages and CPU load monitoring data. One of the techniques in high availability was the failover technique, which provided two connection lines that flow data from one connection experiencing problems to another to keep it running. 22. The availability of a server would be maintained, and it would continue to run operationally using this technique. Figure 5 shows that the failover was complete successfully with a 20% threshold based on the results of the stress test experiment. A red tick in the status section of the F5 display indicated successful failover. Data streams that previously flowed to both servers, namely to 172.168.129.16 on port 9050, only flow 172.168.129.103 due to an increase in CPU load on server 172.168.132.116 with a 20% threshold. Figure 6 shows that the ISO message-based failover was successful, as indicated by the red status on the F5 display. Because no ISO messages were processed on the FDS server because the processing service was not running normally was down, the flow on the FDS server with 80%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 100%, 90%, 100%, 0%, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%, 100%. Bahrul Ilham and Yanto Setiawan, IJETT 71,4 sampai 273 2023. Fig 4, Health Check and Data Traffic F5. Fig 5, Condition of Failover CPU Load. Fig 6, Condition of Failover ISO Message. ISO 8583 formatted messages are an alphanumeric data arranged according to specific rules and read according to certain rules as well, according to the rules of ISO 8583. Fig 4. This research used a monitoring scenario on the implementation results of failover in this experiment. The number of non-standard messages would have decreased or increased as a result of this implementation. 23. The results of scalability experiments on ISO message changes on the FDS server are as follows. The results of monitoring the flow of data to the FDS server in April before applying the failover method can be seen in Figure 7. The data were collected daily by counting the number of non-standard ISO messages, standard ISO messages, and the total number of incoming transactions. The percentage of each parameter was also calculated using this data. This monitoring data yields a mean of the number of daily transactions was 4036,093 transaksi, the number of daily standards ISO messages was 4000,926 transaksi, the number of non-standard ISO messages per day was 35,163 transaksi, then the daily TPS value was 4036,093 transaksi dibagi 86,400 seconds sama dengan 46,71 TPS. Total daily error rate was 0,867% dan SLA Service Level Agreement was 99,13%. Data collected every day di Oktober dapat dilihat di Figure 8. From the data obtained, the percentage data of each parameter was. Here are the averages from the table. The number of daily transactions was 3.158.269 transaksi. The number of daily standards ISO messages was 3.157.019 transaksi. The number of non-standard ISO messages per day was 1.173 transaksi. Then, the daily TPS value was 3.158.269 transaksi dibagi 86,400 seconds sama dengan 36,55 TPS. Total daily error rate was 0,037% dan SLA Service Level Agreement was 99,96%. Data following failover implementation showed an average daily error rate of 0,03% dan SLA 99,96%. The error rate has dropped from 0,867% ke 0,037%. As a result, the error rate has decreased by 0,83%. Furthermore, the SLA for successfully processed transactions was increased from 99,13% ke 99,96%. There was a 0,83% increase. This indicated improved transaction processing performance and a decrease in the number of non-failed. Bahrul Ilham and Yanto Setiawan, IJIIT, 71,4, 264 hingga 273, 2023. Fig 7, Graph of Message Not Standard on April. 10.000, 20.000, 30.000, 40.000, 50.000, 60.000, 70.000. 1.04 2022, 2.04 2022, 3.04 2022, 4.04 2022, 5.04 2022, 6.04 2022, 7.04 2022, 8.04 2022, 9.04 2022, 10.04 2022, 11.04 2022, 12.04 2022, 13.04 2022, 14.04 2022, 15.04 2022, 16.04 2022, 17.04 2022, 18.04 2022, 19.04 2022, 20.04 2022, 21.04 2022, 22.04 2022, 23.04 2022, 24.04 2022, 25.04 2022, 26.04 2022, 27.04 2022, 28.04 2022, 29.04 2022, 30.04 2022, 31.04 2022. Message not standard on October. Bahrul Ilham and Yanto Setiawan, IJTT, 71,4, 264, 273, 2023. The resulting error rate and CPU load value were generated in the stress test that was performed using the interval and TPS transaction per second variables. The experiment provided an overview of the dependability of the server that would be used to process some transactions, allowing for appropriate capacity planning to accommodate the volume of incoming transactions. The results of this stress test were used to establish health check parameters. In this stress test experiment, a two-parameter scenario will be used, such as the amount of data sent and the time interval for sending data. By using these two parameters, several more parameters will be obtained, which are used as thresholds in determining the failover value. The following results of the stress test on the FDS server can be seen in tables 1, 2, and 3. From these three results, it can be seen that the error rate starts to occur at the amount of data of 500 TPS, with an increase in CPU load between 7%-8%. The number of 500 TPS is a fairly high TPS value because the average daily TPS data is 100-200 TPS. A small error rate will likely occur in an average daily TPS of 100-200 TPS. As for the CPU load, there is an increase of 7-8% when data errors start. The pattern of increase in the three stress tests occurred similarly according to the number of incoming TPS. The 1-minute interval has a high error rate increase due to a queue for fast processing. The time interval for incoming data is 1 minute. Many queues are not processed or time out. In comparison, the 2 and 3 minute intervals have a long time processing data, so the timeout in the data queue is smaller than the 1 minute interval. So that the 2 interval parameters and the amount of data greatly affect the performance of the FDS server. The smaller and higher amount of incoming data will cause many data queues to be processed. Health check was used to provide information on the status of a running server based on parameters set as threshold values and conditions. This health check would provide a real-time value for the CPU load parameter and the ISO message condition, which would be used to determine the failover condition later on. The script sent the results of the health check to F5. Figure 9 shows that the health check and traffic are smooth. The green status indicates that health check is running well, accompanied by the number of data streams flowing. This health check will run in real time to get ISO messages and CPU load monitoring results. Failover assisted the server in providing backup data flow routes for transactions when the main server failed. The failover method used was a switch from the primary FDS server to the backup FDS server. The flow route in the failover results changed automatically based on the monitoring results from the health check. Table 1, 1 minute interval stress test experiment. Amount data TPS. Interval samples. Error rate %. CPU %. 10. 1 minute 434 0 5. 50. 1 minute 860 0 5. 100, 1 minute 908 0 5. 250, 1 minute 1005 1 5. 500, 1 minute 1552 12.82 7. 1000, 1 minute 3173 38.12 12. 2000, 1 minute 3663 33.2 13. 3000, 1 minute 6547 63.22 12. 4000, 1 minute 7805 64.95 13. 5000, 1 minute 9644 66.39 19. 6000, 1 minute 11833 82.13 15. 7,000, 1 minute 13,742 79.72 13. 8,000, 1 minute 16,106 83.52 14. 9,000, 1 minute 15,616 83.42 13. 10,000, 1 minute 20,590 87.06 12. Bahrul Ilham and Yanto Setiawan, IJTET 71 4 264 sampai 273 2023. Table 2, 2 menit interval stress test eksperimen. Amount data TPS, interval samples, error rate %, CPU %. 10, 2 menit 860 0 5 50, 2 menit 1700 0 5 100, 2 menit 1740 0 5 250, 2 menit 1853 0 5 500, 2 menit 3180 4,81 7 1000, 2 menit 4995 27,15 12 2000, 2 menit 7190 43,25 13 3000, 2 menit 10.067 59,16 12 4000, 2 menit 13.148 67,69 13 5.000, 2 menit 15.648 72,74 19 6.000, 2 menit 1945 77,38 15 7.000, 2 menit, 22.095, 80,72, 13, 8.000, 2 menit, 24.731, 82,44, 14, 9.000, 2 menit, 26.020, 83,57, 13, 10.000, 2 menit, 28.107, 84,29, 12. Table 3, 3 menit interval stress test eksperimen. Amount data, TPS, interval, samples, error rate, persen, CPU, persen. 10, 3 menit, 1310, 0, 5, 50, 3 menit, 2540, 0, 5, 100, 3 menit, 2581, 0, 5, 250, 3 menit, 2740, 0, 5, 500, 3 menit, 4900, 4,81, 7, 1000, 3 menit, 6809, 27,15, 12, 2000, 3 menit, 9066, 43,25, 13, 3000, 3 menit, 13.661, 59,16, 12, 4.000, 3 menit, 17.607, 67,69, 13, 5.000, 3 menit, 21.608, 72,74, 19, 6.000, 3 menit, 25.327, 77,38, 15, 7.000, 3 menit, 39.095, 80,72, 13, 8.000, 3 menit, 33.632, 82,44, 14, 9.000, 3 menit, 37.667, 83,57, 13, 10.000, 3 menit, 41.336, 84,29, 12.
Bahrul Ilham N. Yanto Setiawan, IJET, 71,4, 264-273, 2023. Fix 9, Result Script Health Check. Conclusion. After testing the failover method on the FDS server, it is possible to conclude that implementing high availability on FDS server requires several stages. In the first stage, a stress test is required as a reference material in developing a threshold that will be used in monitoring health checks. This monitoring health check informs the system about the state of the CPU load and the ISO message. By conducting a stress test, an overview of the reliability of the FDS server is obtained. In addition, with the stress test, the maximum value of CPU load is obtained, which is used as a health check parameter. Implementing a health check will help the failover process in monitoring and providing threshold values for CPU load and the condition of the absence of incoming ISO messages. The failover system helps switch the transaction flow from the primary FDS server to the backup FDS server when a failure occurs on the primary server, to maintain high availability on the FDS server. With the failover method, this high availability system reduces the error rate to the number of non-standard ISO messages from 0,867% sampai 0,037% of the total number of incoming transactions. 5. The high availability system with the failover method increases the service level agreement (SLA) value by 0,83% of the number of incoming transactions. Based on the conclusions, here are some suggestions for future research development. 1. Using a stress test as a form of capacity planning for the number of FDS servers to be used. 2. Conduct a stress test with more interval variables for a more accurate health check threshold value. 3. Mengincrease the number of FDS servers used so that there are more options for failover. References.
Tahereh Purhabibi et al., Fraud Detection, A Systematic Literature Review of Graph-Based Anomaly Detection Approaches, Decision Support Systems, Vol 133, p. 113303, 2020. Crossref, Google Scholar, Publisher Link. Manjevansera et al., An Intelligent Payment Card Fraud Detection System, Annals of Operations Research, 2021. Crossref, Google Scholar, Publisher Link. Xiaokan Zhu et al., Intelligent Financial Fraud Detection Practices in Post-Pandemic Era, Innovations, Vol 2,4, p. 10017, 2021. Crossref, Google Scholar, Publisher Link. Wang Jia and Gao Yinchun, Design and Implementation of Network Course Choosing Based on the F5 Load Balancing Technology, IEEE 9th Joint International Information Technology and Artificial Intelligence Conference 2020. Crossref, Google Scholar, Publisher Link. Minal Moharir et al., A Study and Comparison of Various Types of Load Balancers, International Conference on Recent Advances and Innovations in Engineering, 2020. Crossref, Google Scholar, Publisher Link. Erfan Zamanian et al., Rethinking Database High Availability with RDMA Networks, Proceedings of the VLDB End-of, Vol 11,11. p. 1637 sampai 1640, 2018. Crossref, Google Scholar, Publisher Link. Dadan Irwan, Heru Sukoko, and Sri Wahyuni, Service High Availability pada Native Server dan Virtual Server menggunakan Proxmox VE, Jurnal Kajian Ilmiah, Vol 20,2, 2020. Crossref, Google Scholar, Publisher Link. Bolanat Mukhopadaya, Rajesh Bose and Sandeep Roy, A Novel Approach to Load Balancing and Cloud Computing Security Using SSL in IaaS Environment, International Journal of Advanced Trends in Computer Science and Engineering, Vol 9, 02, 2020. Crossref, Google Scholar. Alejandro Martin et al., A Proposal for a High Availability Architecture for VoIP Telephone Systems Based on Open Source Software, International Journal of Advanced Computer Science and Applications, Vol 9,9, 2018.
Cross-reference, Google Scholar, Publisher Link. Andrew Fiade, Mohammed Aldi Agustian, and Siti Umi Masrurah. Analysis of Failover Link System Performance in OSPF, EIGRP, RIPv2 Routing Protocol with BGP, 2019 7th International Conference on Cyber and IT Service Management, 2019.
Bahrul Ilham and Yanto Setiawan, IJTIS, 71,4, 264 sampai 273, 2023. 1. Arif Husaini, Umar Ali Ahmad, and R. Rogers Dwiputra Setiadi, implementasi high availability dengan metode failover pada Amazon Web Service Implementation High Availability with Failover Method on Amazon Web Service, e-Proceeding Engineering, Vol 8, No 6, pp 1207 sampai 1213, 2021, Google Scholar. 2. Mezui Eyaah Lismos dan Mostafa Hanuna, Hybrid Data Compression System in Smart eHealth Gateway for Medic, Monitoring Applications, SRG International Journal of Computer Science and Engineering, Vol 7, No 1, pp 1-6, 2020, Crossref, Google Scholar. 3. Diamun Fikri Solisa and Maman Abdurrahman, Hadoop High Availability with Linux H, 2018 International Conference Information and Communication Technology, 2018, Crossref, Google Scholar. 4. Milos Lubojevic, Alexander Bajic, and Daniel Mijic, Implementation of High Availability Server Cluster by Using Fencing, Concept, 2019, 18 International Symposium Infotech Jahorina, 2019, Crossref, Google Scholar. 5. Yasmina Bowizem et al., active standby for high availability in FAS, proceedings of the 2026 International Workshop Serverless Computing PP 31-36 2020, Crossref, Google Scholar. 6. Harkirat Kaur Aroral, Waterfall Process Operations in the Fast-Paced World, Project Management Exploratory Analysis, International Journal of Applied Business and Management Studies, Vol 6, No. 1, pp. 91-99, 2021, Google Scholar. 7. Mahesh M. Baratkar and Bandu B. Mesram, A Survey on Cloud Security, Infrastructure as a Service, SNG International Journal of Computer Science and Engineering, Vol 6, No. 6, pp. 17-21, 2019, Crossref, Google Scholar. 8. Haneya Naem Qureshi et al., Service Level Agreements for 5G and Beyond, Overview Challenges and Enablers of 5G Healthcare Systems, IEEE Access, Vol 9, pp. 1407-1061, 2021, Crossref, Google Scholar. 9. Doni Andriansyah, Performance and Stress Testing dalam mengoptimasi website, Computer-Based Information System Journal, Vol 7, No. 1, pp. 23-28, 2019, Crossref, Google Scholar. 10. Dharmendra Prasad Mahato dan Ravi Shankar Singh, Load Balanced Scheduling and Reliability Modeling of Grid Transaction Processing System Using Colored Petri Nets, ISA Transactions, Vol 84, pp. 225-236, 2019, Crossref, Google Scholar. 11. Bagus Jati Kuncoro, Ikhwan Ruslianto dan Syamsul Bahri, Implementation of Health Checks Monitoring on Load Balancer, Android-Based Web Server Site, Coding, Journal of Computers and Applications, Vol 7, No. 1, 2019, Crossref, Google Scholar. 12. Klaus Tycho Foerster et al., On the Feasibility of Perfect Resilience with Local Fast Failover, Symposium on Algorithms and Principles of Computer Systems, 2021, Crossref, Google Scholar. 13. R.S. Ranjita et al., Multi-Account Embedded ATM Card with Face Recognition Security System, International Journal of Engineering Research and Technology, Vol 8, No. 11, 2020, Crossref, Google Scholar. 14. Nanang Kuntekoh dan Siti Madinah Lajamuddin, Rancangan Aplikasi Simulasi Host-to-Host Transaksi ATM Bersama dengan ISA 8583, Incomtech, Vol 8, No. 1, pp. 16-22, 2019, Google Scholar. 15. Ashutosh Sharma dan Rajiv Kumar, Risk Energy Aware Service Level Agreement Assessment for Computing Quickest Path in Computer Networks, International Journal of Reliability and Safety, Vol 13, No. 1-2, pp. 96-124, 2019, Crossref, Google Scholar.